Okay, so second recording time's a charm, I hope. Whew, here goes. This is Project Mercury. For those of you who have seen it before, Pile Bunker AC, Werger, missiles to rat with. This opponent here turned out to be a pretty good opponent. He's still down in C rank, and the AC is acceptable. Dual Etzogen, laser blade, plasma missiles. These two have a similar frame, or at least a similar enough frame. And the idea here is, again, rat with missiles till you get ACS, get enough, slap with Werger to Pile Bunker. Now, I get an opportunity for a Pile Bunker, and it's probably one of the main reasons I lose this engagement, which, totally fine. Mercury's not really a good AC, I just like taking him in the ranked. Because I get just fast matches with Randys, and that's what we're here for. This guy did a really good job, and I'm honestly kind of surprised Mercury did as good a job as he's done here. Being this close to a dual Etzogen build usually means you're going to get broke much faster than this. I don't know what was happening, and I have no good idea of what to say about it. Like, right here, I just straight up missed the bunk. I just derped on it. Could have had the game had I not messed it up. Okay, though, ended with a laser blade strike. Get used to that. You're going to see a lot of that from this guy. Round 2, same or similar plan, except we're just going to take it to him this time. I don't like to dawdle around in ranked, so let's see what we can get done. Move in with the missiles, screw up my lock. Classic me, touch the right stick after hard lock. Get the kick, get the Werger, move in, not paying attention to the Werger, try to hold it, got it down, kick, miss, miss, and that's probably game. Because as you know, when Mercury screws up, very all or nothing AC. This guy has the right of it though, he's very mobile. I am kind of curious of one thing though. His build makes very good use of that laser blade. And I have tried for a while to get that thing to work. I like it. I want it to work in PvP. But I've yet to have it. So, on that note, laser blade player, if you're seeing this match, good job. I'm actually interested to see more of that. Same guy, he'll end up fighting Project Lead, the Twin Werger 150 design. I think it's 150 anyway. This is also me more or less flailing. I don't pilot lead enough, and I haven't played enough recently to really keep a good job of it, but that's not the only thing at play here. I'm running the Alula on a very lightweight, essentially a paperweight, paper mache AC. And I do a good enough job of staying close to him when I can, but I do not have the capability to slap him with Wergers, or full charge Wergers. And what's going to happen is I'll get a lot of near misses, and the ones I do, or the hits I do get, are never substantial enough to matter. Why that's a thing, however. If you didn't notice from the previous fight with Mercury, he's running the NGI boosters. If you have a problem with melee ACs getting in on you, that is the booster to run. It's hungry. It very much is. But it moves you so far, and especially if you pick the right legs like those, the Fermeza, the Noctrier, etc. You can have an obscenely long quick boost on the ground, which is very necessary to avoid much lighter ACs. Especially if you're big on positions like this. He's trying to make good use out of that, and if he doesn't have good positioning, he's not getting it. Now, this is where I screw up pretty bad. I think I have the Werger in my left hand right now, and I don't. I noticed it when I pulled the blade, but as you can see, 300 AP, not enough to go. He's got half his bar left unless I get something going crazy, which I'm not likely to get now. Game. Done. Again, interesting AC that guy's got. I like seeing people use the laser blade. I wish I had an idea of how to operate that thing. But apparently you just got to YOLO it and hope it works. And this guy's been getting it, so there's something to that, I suppose. We are in C rank, for those who care, are not paying attention to the rankings. This is not like super high level play, especially for me right now. The other guys outplaying me pretty handily. And doing so with a pretty stable AC. I don't really have much else on this because, in the end of the day, a lot of these project ACs are exactly that. They're not well put together. They're just ideas that came to me and then got put together somehow, for some reason. Crack the armor, go after him again, but he's got a full bar, basically. Yeah, we all saw that coming. Again, same time. Good job, guy. I don't know who you are. Don't remember. But if you're watching this, all right. So we have this fight. Oh boy. So this RJ is not meant to be a close quarters AC, but it can be at times. It's supposed to be a tactical AC. It's supposed to be able to shoot things around buildings or leave traps or what have you. What it ends up being more often than not is an ACS build trap. Now this tank it's fighting doesn't have the best, at least I don't think it has the best ACS bar. It might be pretty chunky. But what it really has is good defense. And it's levying its good defense in the classic Armored Core form of high defense, high damage output, little else. And the pilot is not actually brain dead, which is nice. He actually also takes his time, gets his space to the wall, makes me come after him if I want to. Now, I probably could have ran away from him and just timed him out here. But, I mean, why? What's the point? Why are you playing the game if you're running away all day? So here we are, shooting a tank at close quarters with an RJ that we probably have no business doing that with. Still, I wanted to see what I could do. And the attaché, again, you see it keeping the ACS on it. The problem is, like, there's not a lot to do. I would need something that specifically targets heavier ACs or else ACS break in the right hand. And I really value that linear rifle for its accuracy. That says doing me no favors here. If I had maybe the red shift, possibly could have won that. Round 2 goes about like round 1. The only difference, I don't play it staying behind buildings. I go in and just do the other thing of kick him and do as much melee as I can. Well, melee fighting. So, pretty sure he wasn't expecting that right out the gate, and I mean, who would be, right? RJ to run and kick you twice as a tank? That's just silly. But he's also down for the shenanigans, as you can see him try to hit me with the tank. So, dude's down to clown, so to speak. I mean, why wouldn't he be? I got 1/3 of my health, he's got, what, 2/3 of his? It's still a fight in his favor. It started that way, it'll end that way. This is just a bad matchup in my opinion, but I like the fact the guy's not brain dead. Like, thank you, tank pilot, for actually showing, you know, you're not just one of those hold forward guys, go in and just get shreked. You can actually back against the wall, you're smart enough to do that, you'll actually do it. Good job. And people are going to say stuff about his decals. I know you're going to say it. Like, you pay attention to the beginning of this, and someone's going to make a comment about this end of the fight. Yeah, don't, because we were all there once, and that's just part of the game. It's going to happen. Get used to it. We got another guy. I fought a lot of pistol designs, and this one is pretty straightforward. All he's doing is getting ACS breaks with the pistols, switching to the Sweet 16s, popping you for a lot of damage, and putting the 16s back. If this guy fights anything heavy, he's going to get absolutely torn apart. Especially if that heavy is like we saw the tank. Those 16s are not going to save it. But I like light mechs. Here we go. So he's going in undercover on the right side. If you don't see him coming from this section on the map, that's where they're at. I know that, so I try to hold him at mid. This AC that looks kind of like 213 Grey Fox is very mid-centric. The FCS is bad up close. And I constantly struggle in this fight to maintain him in the correct distance. However, he gives it to me more than not, and you'll see me do a lot of weird little back dodges. Like you'll see right there, left, right mixed with a down. That's a pretty frequent thing. If you have a lightweight, or any AC that has a decent chunk of mobility, and you can get that, consistently doing that weird little left down, right down dodge and mixing left and right in will throw off the fire enough that it won't hit you at certain ranges. That's what I was going for. And that's typically how this AC operates at its mid-range anyway. Now, for those of you who maybe know those of you who know that already and are like, oh yeah, duh, obviously, man, I've been doing it. This is for the guys who don't. The missiles here, every now and then you'll see them pop, and they'll actually hit, but for the most part, that's exactly what they do. They build a little bit of ACS. The rifles do as well, and this round happens to go pretty decently for me. Mostly just because this guy got overly aggressive and got popped. Now, round 2 will be in the next video, or last part will be in the next video. Gotta keep that watch time up somehow.